Woods will return to Mississippi today to continue sex addiction therapy at a clinic in Hattiesburg. Joining us this morning to discuss the apology, public relations expert and former director of public relations for the New York Yankees, Rick Cerrone. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Otis.
Now, you felt the format was a disaster. Why?
Well, when you're a public relations professional, it's your job to be meticulous and to make your client look as good as possible. So you have to look at everything from the backdrop to the lighting to the production, the podium, the way, and I thought in that it came off very badly. It almost looked like a high school production. And when you set up a format where the Golf Writers of America actually boycott, I don't think that was their intention. I think it took away from what otherwise, for the most part, was a good message by Tiger Woods.
So you think it was a bad move, a terrible move for them to not open a question-answer session?
I would have strongly advised that they made that same statement and opened it up to accredited media. But I understand why they didn't do it, because let's say they accredited Extra or Inside Edition. Is one of those going to send Rachel Yucatel to be their correspondent? I mean, they could have been embarrassed. So yes. I understand why they did it. I would have much rather seen that statement said to the larger group than a few people in 3 rows of chairs.
Now, some say he seemed heartfelt, but you say he came off a little bit arrogant. How so?
Well, I think what got him, what led me to believe that is that of the 13-minute statement, I think 12 minutes or 11 minutes, he would get an A. I think what I would have advised was don't use this opportunity to chastise the media. Because, number one, it got him angry. Mm-hmm. So I think, other than that, I think he got an A. I believe he was sincere. I believe he's very sorry. I don't happen to believe he's going to do it again. Right. And I think this gives him enough to move on from this. I think now we can go back to taking care of his situation and then getting back on the golf course.
As you say, he was angry when he spoke about the harassment, as he said, of his family.
Right.
Do you think that was something that he should have done? I mean, how could he have handled that differently?
I really don't, because when he talked about the harassment of his family, I mean, look, let's be honest. He put his family in jeopardy by this behavior with 14 women. Mm-hmm. I mean, we had a situation with a sports anchor who got involved with someone, and his wife ended up calling 911. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it was the right forum. I think he should have just stuck to the apology, and I think it would have been an A.
What does Tiger need to do to get back on the course? Because there's a lot of golf fans out there that's the most important question to them.
To them it is, but to Tiger Woods, the most important question, is his family and his own health. And I think he's doing the right thing. I mean, for him to come back and say, I'm going back in, and go back into rehab rather than get back on the golf course, I think eventually he'll get back and he'll win some championships, and slowly he will rebuild that legacy.
Now, there are some that say that he was robotic in his performance, that it was scripted, well rehearsed. Taking that away, the performance,
right.
Did the substance of his statement do anything for him?
I think it did. I mean, because, and again, I've been very critical of the portion where he seemed to get angry and he chastised the media. Mm-hmm. I think taking that away, I mean, what he said was of great substance and was very sincere. So I think what yesterday did was allow him to move on.
Now, how can he recover? We've seen Kobe Bryant recover from the rape allegations.
Right.
A-Rod from the steroid scandal.
Right.
Can Tiger Woods, the most famous athlete in the world, recover from this?
Well, if you compare Tiger Woods to, let's say, A-Rod, the fall was much greater because he had so many more endorsements than Alex Rodriguez. Mm-hmm. He had so much more to lose, and he lost so much more. He also set himself up to be something that maybe wasn't realistic. So in that instance, it's going to be harder to get it all back because he had so much more that he lost.
Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot, Rick, for joining us this morning for that insight. If you want to hear the entire Tiger Woods apology, we have it on our website, WCBSTV.com. Mary?
All right, Otis, the FBI has formally closed the 2001 anthrax case. Investigators concluded that a government researcher acted alone.